The story opens up in a nightclub. Loud pulsing music pounds, while the patrons drink, dance, and dry fuck each other to the beat. Strobe lights, fog machines, sex, drugs. A haven for scumbags and other vile filth to congregate, untouched by the authorities or city officials. At the bar, one such scumbag sits and drinks his cherry vodka and gin. Says it tastes like innocent little girls. His name is Zachary Wallace. He's a pedophile and a murderer, and he's never been locked up for more than 24 hours. His punishment is long overdue. Zachary pulled a random girl from the bar to the dance floor. They danced and danced and danced. After about an hour, Zachary and the girl returned to the bar, only to find a seat to be occupied by a shadowy figure in a black hood and cloak, drinking a cherry vodka and gin. "Hey, what the fuck?" Zachary said. "You're in my seat, you little bitch. This is my fucking drink." But the figure did not respond. Instead, it just sat there, drinking. "Did you fucking hear me?" Zachary pulled the hood off of the figure to reveal a man wearing what looked like a wolf mask. A silver metal plate over the mouth in the form of a snout, connected to metal lupine ears, and a black bandit's mask, where golden yellow orbs shone in place of the man's eyes. Startled for only a second, Zachary pulled out a Desert Eagle and said, "Cute mask. Now get the fuck off my seat." Zachary's face suddenly changed from confidence to one exhibiting sheer pain and confusion. He looked down and saw that both his knees had been shot. Comprehension dawning, Zachary's body collapsed to the floor. The other patrons realized what was happening and began to panic as the shadowy figure rose from the stool and revealed a custom-made pistol with a silencer hidden underneath his cloak. The figure removed the silencer and held the gun in Zachary's face, forcing him to look up the barrel, designed to give the look and feel of a wolf staring down at its prey before it strikes. What do you want?" Zachary asked, fear filling his voice. Before the figure could say anything, the nightclub security force rushed in, all manner of guns pointed at the figure. Faster than the eye could see, the shadowy figure shoved the barrel of the gun into Zachary's mouth and said, in a ghostly voice, "Your sins to be named, your crimes to be paid." "Drop your weapon!" shouted one of the guards. "The souls of your victims cry out in pain," the figure continued. "This is your final warning. Drop your weapon or we will open fire!" The guard shouted again as the patrons continued to run out the door or find cover. The figure's voice began to grow louder as he continued. "Granted unto me their will and ire. Judgment shall be cast, and your soul for all eternity will burn." The figure paused, pulled the hammer back, and said in the ghostly voice, "In hell's fire." The figure squeezed the trigger, and the back of Zachary's head exploded in a rupture of blood, skull, and brains. The patrons resumed their panicked screams as they all scrambled to the doors. "Drop him!" ordered the captain of the security force to his men. The guards opened fire, and the shadowy figure with trained accuracy, but the bullets never found their target. Some sort of void opened up before each bullet could reach the figure and were swallowed up in the darkness. The figure turned to face the guards. They held their fire, too stunned and afraid to move. They all watched the figure, watched his golden yellow eyes, as if they were able to peer into each of their souls. The figure's gun vanished into the folds of his cloak and took a slow step towards the guards. Snapping out of their shock, they readied their weapons and took aim at the figure as it took another step, and another, and another. Within 5 feet, the figure stopped, weapons still at the ready. In that same ghostly voice, the figure said, "Judgment shall be cast." Then it vanished into the same void as the bullets without a trace. Nothing remained of the figure save for the corpse of Zachary Wallace and the whisper of a fading howl. "What the fuck was that, Captain?" asked one of the guards. "I don't know, but I got a feeling we're gonna see more of that thing."